No way, H.O.G.
Cheddar. Hey, grind hard for the culture. They placed us behind, so you know we gotta get back. It's a lot of things that you gon' face in this world when your skin color is black. Grind hard for the culture. They placed us behind, so you know we tryna get back. It's a lot of stuff that you gon' face in this world when your skin color is black. Black, black, black. It's black, 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 black. Yeah. Discrimination and hating got put through all that. Big dog, CEO, I wear all hats. Never lied to you once, I spit all facts. That was our people sprayed with the water hose. That was our women raped and then called hoes. How I'm done, my ancestor taught you try to read. Not to mention all the resources we created. Why they didn't want to see black families together. Would it be too strong with two parents at home? Young nigga better listen to this pimpin'. Don't you ever let the police get you slippin'. Fuck playing with guns, educate yourself. Now lead your son. You gon' treat your lady right if you respect your mom. Otherwise, treat the opposition how it comes. You're only a slave if you think you one, nigga. Yeah. Grind hard for the culture. They placed us behind, so you know we gotta get back. It's a lot of things that you gon' face in this world when your skin color is black. Grind hard for the culture. They placed us behind, so you know we tryna get back. It's a lot of stuff that you gon' face in this world when your skin color is black. Black, black, black. It's black, black, cheddar, black. Hey, I'm just a king from the south. I had a dream like Martin, I hope I live it out. Hey, black on black crime, it's a new time. It ain't just the opposite, I gotta watch mine. They smile in your face, but put a knife to your spine. You can do the same.
It's black. It's black.
Y'all know what time it is. February the 10th. It's going down another episode of the HOG podcast show, man. I'm your host, H.O.G.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
What is that?
Hell yeah. Yeah, stupid ass sound niggas be making out there. Yeah. We in this bitch.
What we got going on, man? You missed the punch.
I know. This nigga, he's making that kind of weird ass prison.
What it is, man. The HOG podcast show, man. I'm your host, H.O.G, along with the guys, the bros. Y'all know what it is, man. It's the love, hate first.
We didn't even do the introduction right, Lee. Where he at?
Yeah, we're gonna get this. Look, you lost this first, so shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but y'all already know what we do when we kick this shit off like the Super Bowl, man. We're gonna stay prayed up.
What?
What?
CEO got it, Mister. If it ain't snowing, I ain't motherfucking going.
Yeah, we've been waiting on you to do that. You ain't
Run
hear
that damn fool financially, man.
It has been some precipitation. It has been some precipitation tonight.
Anyway,
them yams fucked it up, man. Hey,
we got my brother Jay Scott in the building, man.
What's up,
What up? Where your horns at, man? Supposed to hit the horns.
We ain't got the horns up yet. We got to get this right first.
I got you.
Our horns and shit. We got to get extra. Fuck them horns right now. Y'all know what it is, man. It's the hate first, love never episode. By the end of this time, we're trying to have y'all loving first and hate never. You feel me?
You did.
But anyways, though, man, you know, it's been a couple weeks since we done seen y'all. We kicked back, about 2 weeks ago. So we back at it. This is the first time. You know what I'm saying? About a week. So, you know what I'm saying? We hope y'all been doing something constructive.
Yeah.
I don't even think we even hit our PPP.
So did.
I water to that though.
Because we got CEO Extra over there.
What's going on? Come on, man. Let's get this PPP.
Let's go. All right, man. Y'all know what it is, man. It's the HOG podcast show, man. There's 3 things we're gonna do that stay prayed up,
stay papered up,
and stay pulled up, man.
Yes, sir, Ski.
And look, we did do it. That's how you know we crazy as hell. Hey, but do you feel like you gotta be like this to talk about a subject like this? I think it's kind of creative though.
Yeah,
that was part about, you know what I'm saying?
Let's go ahead and talk to the tabernacle.
Right. But the tabernacle. Let's go, tabernacle.
Oh, shit.
Tabernacle.
Hey, look, I paid my tithes.
Look, we got Tabernacle and
I paid my tithes. I'm ready to see my
won't he
blessing.
do it? We got Tabernacle and won't he do it? Y'all learning a joke by the end of the night with the won't he do it.
Smooth, man.
I paid my tithes. I'm good.
Now I'm telling you, you occasionally, you know. Hey. For real.
Oh man. All right.
That nigga said, all right.
So check it out, man. I think the message behind the title is as simple as it sounds. We hate each other first. We don't even consider love. If it ain't your blood, you know, if they ain't your kinfolk.
There you go.
If it ain't folks that's from the hood, from the block, claiming the same street, claiming the same thing, we hate. But what I feel like we fail to realize is we look just alike. We come from the same struggle. We cut from the same cloth.
Some of us just uglier than a motherfucker. I don't like you know, y'all niggas just ugly, but hey, still that don't mean nothing.
Nah, you know, and so when you look deeper into it, right, you think about like, well, could it have always been like this? Have we always just like really like hated each other like this to where we kill each other for sport, man? We abandon our kids, you know, we shit on our women.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, all this shit is hate, man. It ain't natural though. I know that.
Love.
You feel me? It ain't natural, bro.
So what makes it natural? It ain't natural. You're right about that. It's taught.
It's taught. There's seeds that have been sown. You know what I'm saying? Certain misinformation. You know, there's a message being pushed in the music industry.
So how we get tap in on that?
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, drill music, nigga, that's kill music.
Yeah.
All right, bro, you can't look, man. You can't do what LL Cool J did and get signed nowadays. You can't do what Kool Moe D and Ron DMC and them boys did nowadays and get signed to a major label that can put some shit behind you and get your career started and going in the right direction. You can't. That ain't
especially off I Need Love.
You feel me?
Like, yeah, bro.
Go back home, bro. The best music, right? Yeah. That type of music, it was talking to men in the way that make men want to be what women desire, right? We don't want that, right? We don't want men to be what women desire, because then when men become what women desire, then good relationships start to happen, right? And then babies get made and motherfuckers stay together, right?
Right.
You can't have that.
They want you to push that men is what men desire now. Right.
You see what I'm saying? So all this shit is hate. The message, like, bruh, Thug in Thug Life means the hate you give.
Gave us fuck. The hate you gave us fucked everyone. The Thug Life.
The Thug in Thug Life stands for the hate you give.
Yeah.
Right? So the hate you give little infants fucks everybody.
Yeah, Tupac little thing.
I don't even think people realize how fucking powerful that shit is right now. When did that man say that? He said that shit in like the early 90s, right?
He was ahead of his time.
He said that shit in the early 90s, right? So basically, what I understand that to mean is that the hate we giving our kids is what's eventually gonna fuck us all. And he was saying that 30 years ago.
Right.
And look at shit now.
So you see messages though, like I mean, we could say that he was good at that, you know what I'm saying? Pac was a good one from that era, but then you get in our generation, we had the same kind of talk. It was just a different approach. Like 3-6, them folk were talking about putting people in the trunk, and it was a lot of stuff that we were listening to. You feel what I'm saying? So you can't really control that, you know what I mean? So you really can't control that shit. So at the end of the day,
too. Pac was on his bullshit.
Yeah, Pac was on that game.
For sure. When need be, he had to be. But
that ain't him. That ain't how we all. I mean, 90s is too early to talk about how this shit started. That's way too early. You gotta go way back in slavery time and shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hate was taught like since back. It's so many different subjects you can go into on this topic, though. You know what I'm saying?
So we can choose to dive into the music industry part.
So you say the 90s is too early?
Yeah, it's good, but it's still early.
My horns,
we talk about hate.
Everybody.
So what we need to go back to like the 70s or something? The 60s?
You could go there too, but then you can keep going.
You talking about all them? You talking about all them seeds the FBI planted?
You can. We can go to the beginning of Bloods and Crips. You can go there too. You can go there too.
You can go all the way back, man. You can go any level with it.
Yeah.
You can go all the way back to the Farrakhan them and all them.
You can go back to George Washington.
Battles in religion, battles in, you know what I'm saying? So it's been hate though. So nobody's never figured out how to turn it. That'll be
you can go back to why Africans watch some Africans get on the boat, help get on the boat.
That's what hate
started. And it seemed like it seemed easy as said, but back then, you know, they had different mindsets. They weren't kicking back at them folks. They were just wanting to live.
They didn't know let's say that they didn't know their strength.
Yeah. Nowadays, the kids, they ready to, man, the kids gonna go crazy before the grown up.
Though, did they care about their strength?
Nah. It was traded for something.
Life.
Wheat.
Not life.
Rice. Wheat.
They living. If it was life, they wouldn't be there now, right?
We talking about little commodities type shit.
Yeah, you talking about
flour.
Shit motherfuckers ain't never seen before. So it's basically priceless, even though it's worthless.
Yeah, that they had an abundance that they can trade off for something.
Come on, man. Motherfuckers getting tricked and conned and shit.
So what you think at this point gonna overturn it?
Gonna overturn?
Like, make it turn around. Like, what's gonna turn it around?
Black people working together. That's the only way.
Right now, you saying right now.
Yeah, look at if you take the people who are so-called wealthy and have money and shit like that, billionaires and blah blah blah, and they just kick it off. Them that few. They still a few.
But they get you already. If we waiting on that shit, you know that shit ain't gonna never happen because they been having money for a long time.
We have to wait on us.
I think we start at the lowest level in general. All the poor folks, man.
Yeah.
All the people in the hood, man.
But that's what I'm saying.
But them the folks that's too hurt to care.
Why would we start there at the lowest?
Yeah, they too hurt to care right now, bro.
Yeah.
For them to do
the few, the chosen, the 1% of us that really have money can pump money into the infrastructure that we need. Like a lot of us don't have that and can't build up that infrastructure.
That's what I'm saying. They too
come in right now today.
Hurt to care, bro. They can't
help build that infrastructure.
We can't. Going outside, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't. Shit, nigga, motherfucker, still working.
So provide. First of all, provide some
willing to exist in the community
sustainability
with your neighbor and not provide. What incentive do you need?
Look, provide. Let's say you provide a sustainability for all black people for 1 year. The billionaires
for the same fucking shit. Basic necessities. What incentive do you need to be cordial to your neighbor?
Lee.
What? Because you all out there with that shit. And I don't give a fuck about no top 1% or nothing, bro.
But look,
because before any of them ever get involved, the shit got to look different than what it look now.
This is what I'm saying. Provide, sustainability across the board for all of us for 1 year, where we could focus on building our shit ourselves, growing our shit ourselves, creating our own factories, produce ourselves, and distribute our shit ourselves to each other.
Lee, what you would
take the pressure of the bills off the back of the family, provide the services and the education to keep that system sustainable. The truck drivers purchase the trucks, purchase the oil and all this type of shit. Oil reserves.
But you said it started at the lowest level.
So and I'm not talking about no money shit. I'm talking about shit that's intangible.
Right, but that's what he's saying is this: like, in order to create some.
Living and
the people that's at the lower level, they ain't gonna care about that type of stuff right now because they trying to provide on.
Why am I gonna pump my money into a neighborhood full of motherfuckers that can't show me that they can live with each other and be decent to each other?
But this is
why the fuck would I do that?
You would. But this is what I'm saying. So if in an imaginary world you would want the top percenters to provide that, and for everybody you think they go listen to start listening at the same time.
Let your boy speak in the mic, man.
What can we change and control right now? Not them fucking millionaires, not them billionaires.
Hey Lee,
we can change.
Put your mic in the middle so we can hear him too.
What can you control there right now?
Okay.
Well, you can walk out
your mic then, bro.
What can you walk out the house and change right now that's gonna make such a significant impact that we're gonna start
learning? You hearing the mic now?
Yeah, we hear you. We been hearing you.
We talking about the other guy, bro.
The other mic.
What's your name, bro? Again.
Yo, it's your boy Jay Scott. Finally made it on.
Okay, Jay Scott, you be in the comments and stuff sometime.
Shit, every week.
Oh yeah.
That's what's up. Nice to finally meet you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Same here.
You made it back from across that water, right?
Talk that shit, man. You know?
Yes, sir. Ski.
I know you look like you got some stuff.
You gotta have a good drink there. You gotta have a good drink.
That hate first love and everything. But I get what Lee's saying too, but it gotta take people that is able to do that gotta be in position. So that's why I understand what God is saying too. Like, you know,
both of us are speaking on some non-realistic shit.
Yeah. Yep.
It takes both. You gotta have the people at the lower. You gotta have the people at the lower level, that are willing to work together. But you also need the people in the top 1% to provide that financial stability, to build those factories and all that. But you got the people down there together to be willing to want to work in those factories and produce those goods that we need for everybody to come together.
Right. Exactly.
Those people can get those grocery stores starting to be built tomorrow. You know what I mean? Grocery stores, factories, stuff like that. They can get that shit starting to be built tomorrow.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like it can happen, but like, man, what's the push, the getting everybody together, like you said, you know what I mean? And it ain't that it can't really happen, but it's just like the world we live in right now. It's like nobody, and that's a part of hate. Nobody really want to listen to another person's opinion, or if they do, they'll listen to the point to where they'll try to take your opinion and make it work for themselves, and it don't work out. You see what I'm saying?
Listen to say Tommy Hilfiger.
As it sits right now, if you was to take 100,000 of us, put 10,000 of us in the top tier, and put another 20,000 in the next tier down, and another 20,000 in the next tier down, and another 20,000 in the next tier down, and so on and so forth, all 90,000 of them motherfuckers is gonna be trying to get at the motherfuckers at the top the wrong way.
Right.
That's the mind fuck, right? That's the mind fuck, right? They want you to think that the only way you get to the top is by pulling the motherfucker that's already there down. That's fucking hate. That's the hate. That's the hate that has created this shit.
Well, think about it though, right? Why do we got that hate? Because if you look at it, most of the people that get to the top aren't willing to make any sacrifices to pull anybody from the bottom back up.
Not if you ain't directly
exactly
right. If you ain't that, especially if you ain't directly connected, you know what I mean?
You have to get to the person before they get there, right?
Yeah, but it goes back to
everybody
got to be on the same page. Everybody got to be on the same page
with the me's and the you's and the hims and the hims, and your wife and my wife and yours and yours. That's how it starts. With your kids, with what you can control.
Right. But at the end of the day, man, it's like if the action ain't put in, you know what I'm saying? We can only do so much. We can only do it for, like he said, like once people at the top, they really feel like a lot of people get up there and you got some people that'll reach back and stuff like that, create opportunity. You know, you can't expect them to just give you like the luxury life that they work hard for, but at the same time, in most instances, they not gonna reach back. Most people don't reach back, like most of the people that's at the top, and that's why it's harder for the people at the bottom to be able to connect and connect on that mind shit. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
But then also on the other side, I hate to play devil's advocate, but you have a lot of people that get to the top, they'll reach back down, they'll do the right thing.
Yeah,
but you have people on the bottom that think that the people on that, like the people on top owe them. They're not willing to put in that work. So now the people at top is like, no, fuck that. I'm not reaching down no more.
Another mind fuck. There you go.
Yeah, that's definitely how it is.
Another mind fuck.
And some of them just not ready to accept success too, though. You got some people that ain't ready to take on the trials and everything that come with this shit because they just see the money. They see what can get them glorified, like in another person's eyes. So they ain't gonna focus on no shit like, and that creates hate too. I feel like, you know,
get to that point you get with shit you can't have, and you don't know how to control emotions involved with that.
Some of y'all comfortable working a 9 to 5. The people on top worked the 9 to 5 and they stayed and did a couple like 3-4 hours extra overtime. Came in
and then they figured out how to make them what that 8 plus 2, 3, 4 extra hours turn into some shit that they own.
Yeah, by grinding.
If it don't turn into some shit that they own, it turned into some shit that they understand that now they can branch out and go do that shit themselves,
right?
At a certain level.
You see, everything that's on here, man, like especially social media wise, like, you know, it's gonna look like something that it ain't. You know what I mean? Regardless if it really is what it is, it's gonna look like something it ain't. Because everybody ain't get it figured out. Like that's just real stuff, but it ain't too many people that's gonna say that. It ain't too many people gonna say I ain't got it figured out. You know what I mean?
Every preacher don't know the whole Bible. I swear.
Yeah, man. Hey, man.
Hey, man. That's why you have ministers and up to levels of bishops and stuff like that. You ain't ready.
Hey,
you gotta do what you gotta do.
What y'all think about hate? And we talking about hate first.
So,
hey, with some things that went on with our team, I might need to hit the siren on this because, you know.
Go ahead.
My nigga LeBron, you know what I'm saying? My nigga LeBron, my nigga LeBron, we're gonna let the sounds go out for LeBron, you know what I'm saying? Hey, LeBron did his thing.
38 years old.
Did his thing, right? So it's been a lot of hate about, you know, oh, well, this and that, and trying to compare him to, like, this like comparing Chris Brown to who was a hard singer, like, in the 70s or something like that, or in the 80s, you know what I'm saying? Niggas come with that, oh, yeah, but Jordan this and Jordan that and all this, and we ain't gonna take from him that he the GOAT, but that's another form of the hate first, love never type thing. Like, we shouldn't even be bringing up that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? Especially
LeBron is own man.
Yeah, but they gonna do it because it's sports, and we understand it. They come with the sports culture, but at the same time, to the level where they doing it, and like people been real, like kind of disrespectful about that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't care about talking about that shit because we lost the goddamn game. So fuck this.
All right, AD. All right, AD. Calm down, AD.
Hey,
I ain't hating on that nigga. Fuck, I'm a Laker fan, bro. Fuck all that scoring record shit, bro.
Yeah,
congratulations, my nigga, but we lost the game.
Right. I feel that too. You know, I'm a Laker fan.
Hey, fan. I've been a fan since I was a boy.
We want to win for sure.
Yeah. You still got to pay respect.
Congratulations, shit. What else you want me to do? I ain't buying nothing.
I don't like the fact that they stopped the game. I don't like that shit. Why stop the game? The nigga did what he had to do. At the end of the game, have a motherfucking ceremony.
That's what I'm saying. Like, let the game
they stop the game. I ain't even watched that part.
Yeah, they stop the game, man.
Niggas is ice cold now and shit.
Yeah,
mad.
So they stopped the game and started it back up.
Niggas got rusty again.
Yeah, they should have made that something different, like a separate situation. They could have just announced it over the thing, did it at a timeout or something, but not stop the whole game in the middle.
And then it was like, you can't come out on the court like, fuck it, I accomplished that, so now I'm really just done for the night. Nah. This ain't some shit Kobe would have did. I know that.
You don't think so?
Kobe probably would have went off for 80. If he was about to beat the record, Kobe probably went off for 80, nigga.
Kobe probably would have
80.
He would have won the game.
80. Kobe would have went off for 60 to 80 game, bro. And won the game. And like I said, 60 to 80.
I don't compare.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, so with that, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you got to think, man, it's been hating entertainment for a long time. I remember you was mentioning something to me about that, about Prince and Mike, one of Lee. One of y'all.
Oh, yeah, they did have
Prince and Mike.
Oh, yeah.
It's been hating the entertainment business, you know.
Bro, it was so crazy because I remember watching that video, bro. I'm watching this shit on YouTube. It's a YouTube video of a James Brown set. And Prince was in that motherfucker. Michael Jackson was in that motherfucker, right? So Prince, well, Michael Jackson went first. You know, he just did his little dance and da. Man, Prince got that guitar.
That boy got on show the talent.
Oh my mama, that bro, I swear, Prince did his thing, bro. I swear, they said it was that particular situation right there that created that beef between them because Prince did his ass in, bro.
Prince is great. But how do we get into the mindset where we have to hate on another black man that is great? You're really both great. Why we hating?
I ain't really see like this is an artist, like an artist. Like, I don't think Mike was ever that type of artist, right? Mike created his lyrics, the things he's saying, his ideas, right? But Prince created what you heard. Everything you heard was Prince. Like every team ding, all that shit.
But they both was hard though, for sure.
But they both was amazing in their own way, and that's the reason why when he said you can't compare, you really can't compare because Prince was that with that whole music piece, man. Mike didn't play instruments like that.
I'm gonna make a point.
Mike didn't play instruments like that, so you got to put Prince right there, right? Prince didn't dance like that, right?
Yeah,
they dance like that, right? So you put Prince right there. They both got things that was great about them. They were both great singers,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Prince was just a performer without dancing, and everything that went into his performance, even how it from A to Z on how it sounded. Prince that was what he did. That was his area.
It was original, right?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
check this out. You got to think about this, bro. You got to think about this. So when you saying that, right, you saying both of them was great, both of them had this, both of them had that. So if they in two separate world states, for instance, this man stayed in New Zealand and dude stayed way over in Asia, and they never knew about each other, but somebody else, which is a consumer or a fan, came and told them, well, hey, this person, he sound a little bit better than you. I like his music. So that comparison gets created, and then from that comparison, that's when a motherfucker get hating on each other. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, whether it's indirect, straight up, or whatever it is, it never happens but until that comparison comes. When you compare yourself to people, people compare yourself to people, that'll make a motherfucker weak-minded. Yeah, that'll make a person that's weak-minded like get into that. But the media, that's what they want too. Cause you know what I'm saying, that's gonna sell records, which it make money, you know what I'm saying? So, but that comparison, that's what create hate. Like if you ain't comparing yourself to nobody but a better person that's around you, like say for instance Jesus or yourself, nigga, then you ain't got nothing to worry about, you know what I'm saying? But if you comparing yourself to people that's around you, or you trying to outdo people, or you know what I'm saying, you feel less than when you get less, then yeah, that's when that type of spirit come in on you, be fucked up. So I just feel like they shouldn't do it to the level that they do it as, to where it create that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They create that stuff that the kids see, people like us see, and then we start to play that shit out without even knowing, you know what I'm saying? Just because you grew up in this product of this environment, to where like growing up, bro, you got to think about it. It was like talent shows for some people, you know what I'm saying? Oh, my kid's gonna look like this, they're gonna have the freshest shades and this, and then the other people doing the same thing, you feel what I'm saying? So that creates that type of shit too. But like you said, like starting from the bottom with trying to structure something to get everybody on the right path and stuff like that, I think it'll have to be like seminars or something and real strict force, like promotion to get people that want to do it, because people that don't draw to it, they just ain't gonna fuck with it no way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They ain't trying to come up, they ain't trying to do nothing to understand they already too far hurt and gone. You know what I'm saying? And that's like really, to me, probably about like 50% of our culture, bro. 50% for sure.
Yeah, but somewhere along the line, people started confusing healthy competition as a threat. Yeah. So like when you have healthy competition, it's supposed to motivate you to be better. It make both of y'all better. You know, so it make both of y'all better. But that ended up, for some reason, started turning into hate.
The terms of things, the things you start to say about people that deal with their emotions. Niggas say something about a nigga mama, wife, girlfriend, or kids in a song, then they go from that to they can't just battle like back in the days and stuff like that. You know what I mean? They ain't got the mind power to stick to that type of script. It's a different thing. So now the industry that made it a commodity to where like, nah, nigga, you gotta rap like this if you gonna be down with this. You know what I'm saying? And now that pushes that on motherfuckers that ain't got no leadership around them. They ain't got no structured men, no people that's gonna really guide them and be like, hey, look, you can do that. I ain't tripping. But don't talk about that if you ain't really living that life. You know what I'm saying? Don't say something that you're not, you know. So it's a lot that we really got to do with our own kids and our own family. I feel like that's where it started. Like that's the only way
with the parents.
Yep. That's the only way it's gonna change. You got to make them understand that the world is it follow trends. It ain't anything that's gonna make money for this, what we live in this system, bro. That's what they gonna do. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think about everything from food to anything that's going on. Like they gonna make money, bro. That's just the way it's set up. So 100%. If you choose to get in it, you know what I'm saying, and fall for their okie doke, it is what it is. I can't do nothing but love the people that love me, and I don't hate the people that don't love me. Man, shit, really? I just don't deal with you. I don't hate you. You know what I'm saying? I don't
hate to help you, but
hey, how you gonna get some rob?
But I ain't, hey man. But until then, look. We ain't gotta.
Yeah, you ain't gotta fake it or none of that shit. That's real shit. But like a hate, like you can't. It's too much energy. Yeah, it's too much energy to even have that feeling, that emotion. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of energy to hate. That's like constantly having your blood pressure high.
Yeah,
for no fucking reason.
Yep.
To hate a motherfucker. That's really what that's like.
But a lot of that goes back to morals though, because like, when did we start being in competition with other people? Because you should only be in competition with yourself.
Exactly.
You should be a better person today than you were yesterday. That should be the only competition. You shouldn't be worried about what the next man does. Because what you eat don't make you shit.
Yeah. But what has what has these platforms done?
Say that shit again. My nigga said where he eat don't make you shit.
Hold on.
Come on, man. Grown ass men that's listening.
Yeah.
That should tell you everything you need to fucking know in one funny ass motherfucking line. What the next nigga eating don't make you shit, nigga. So it ain't getting in your stomach, nigga. So hating on that man ain't gonna get you nothing. God damn.
Yeah, you gotta feel it. You gotta feel it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand it and be able to see it.
The boy got that food right there. You got that food.
I was watching this one dude, like you said, you don't go around people. You don't go around people. Hate. You can see hate easy. People that don't respect you. You know what I'm saying? You don't go around people that don't respect you. You know what I'm saying? Or what you do. You know what I'm saying? You don't do it. So, you know, it stems from a lot of different ways. I just feel like it to the point to where like it'll bother you like that. That's what I'm saying. It's too much to even worry about a motherfucker hating on you too. It's too hard to hate. It's even harder to be worried about it because you're gonna drain that same energy thinking about what a person think about you and all of that. So we networking.
We're gonna talk about you till you dead and gone. So don't ain't worry about that shit.
Yeah, we networking. We networking.
It don't matter how much you give. It don't matter how much love you show. You ain't never good enough, man.
Won't he do it? What you doing over there, boy?
Sharing like a motherfucker.
I got
Instagram. I done sent out about 100 shares right now.
Hold on, I gotta do something real quick.
Yeah, trying to get active. Unless I be shit talking.
Man, that man.
This chair getting on my nerves. Hey, if y'all want to send me a chair to Germany that don't squeak and make noise, go ahead and make it happen, man. See you
that boy needs some WD-40, don't
it? Throw this bitch away. Brand new too. Brand new ass chair.
I promise you.
Won't he do it? Yeah,
go get a kitchen chair. He is stupid, nigga.
He need people, aka only do it Germany. That boy had an excellent day today, man. Speaking about artists, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm glad you feeling good, boy. Look how he was combing his beard before the show and everything. I said,
nice wonder type, vibes. That's all.
Do it for him.
That's all it is. Something like.
Yeah, I can't wait till my little stuff get in the mail, man. Look, we're gonna y'all get some of this body cream and this body wash and body oil that our partner from Ninth Wonder premium products, man. Ninth Wonder. He got all type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Smell real good, feel real good on your face, your beard shine, you know what I'm saying? Your girl give you a hug.
And stuff, yeah.
And all that.
And I got the code for the barbers trying to buy in bulk.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Tap in with Financial Lead for that, man. Y'all already know what it is. It's the HOG podcast show.
Yeah.
And we with the hate first, love never episode, man. You know what I'm saying? We trying to have y'all loving first and hating never. You know what I mean? So that's the guy that got the products and stuff like that. We all got some of the products. They work good. The face wash real good. I'm talking about get the right. The buttercream real good.
Body butter.
Body cream.
Body butter. I'm thinking about food. But look, now the body cream, the body butter, or whatever it is, I think it's body butter.
Yep. Body butter.
Yeah, man. The body butter. That's super fire.
The beard cream, nice.
I got one coming in the mail, and I'm gonna let y'all know how that junk going. You know what I'm saying? Let's see who in the comments. We ain't check the comments. That's how we know we off tonight. Money Bezo in the building, man. What's happening, my boy?
What up, Money Bezo?
Always knowledge on the pod, man.
What up, boy?
Gifted in the building, man. My boy Gifted.
Like culinary art school.
Yeah.
You go ham.
These are go food. Hey, but
it is.
we talking about, man, the hate. You know what I'm saying? The hate first and the love and never, man. You know, how could we ever switch that? Is it possible? Is it not possible? You know what I'm saying? For people like us, it's possible. So we just gonna stick with the possible. You know what I mean?
Damn right. Yeah.
But honestly, I think it go back something to what Lee said earlier in the podcast. It's the seeds that we planting and our offspring. Because you know what they say, you will, like, whatever you water is going to blossom eventually. So if you water in hate, it's going to blossom. That's what's going to blossom. If you water in love, that's what's going to blossom. So it goes back to the seeds that we're planting. So are we planting seeds of hate or seeds of love and the generations below us?
Right. And that's some real talk right there. And a lot of these kids, man, a lot of y'all kids out here, the youngest, I know y'all feel like y'all got it all figured out sometime. And, you know, you got to live your own life. You got to go your own way. But it's always good to keep an open ear to a person that done experienced more than you, for sure. You know what I'm saying? I say that. I was one of them little fellas that listened to OGs, but it was a lot of bullshit as OGs too, man. You got to be able to cipher it, but at the same time be respectful. You know what I'm saying? But a junkie, the worst person that done live longer than you, can tell you something that can help you. For sure. I just say it like that.
Please. Most junkies could tell you how to be a fucking millionaire.
I swear to God.
I mean, like this shit, bro. And that's why I said, bro, to me, it don't really matter where we start. It just matters that we start, because we can all learn from each other. We can all become more powerful just based off that, right? If I'm willing to sit here and listen to what you got to say, right, and let you talk, and then I interject when it's respectful to interject and say what I got to say, and we keep building on that. That's the beginning of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Everybody ain't gonna always mess in jail, but we don't have to when we don't mess or we don't jail. We ain't gotta be ready to kill that motherfucker.
Right.
Every time we see him, we trying to fight and shit, bro. Just keep it fucking moving.
Right. Keep it moving. Stay out the way. Do your own thing. It's a whole world out here.
But you gotta look at it, because I'm a realist, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
So what you gotta look at is, for our generation, for us as grown men and women, right? It's too late.
Yeah.
There ain't shit that we're gonna do right now that's gonna change anything right now.
Oh, no. But that's real talk.
So the change that
Done the Marco.
So the only change we can affect is the seeds that we plant in the generation under us. We know what's fucked up. We know how to make it better.
Right.
Thing is, at our point in life,
in our ways.
do that. We have to leave it to the generations under us. It's up to us to make sure that we teach everybody under us how to make it better, so that they will grow up in an environment with that mindset of, this is what I need to do to make the world better. Because if we keep on going with what's happening today, and we instill that in our children and grandchildren, and and the younger generation, the cycle is just going to continue. So in order to break the cycle, the cycle, in order for it to be broken, it's going to happen on the generation under us, not with us. So that's the reality that we have to come to. And we want to do great things, but the reality is, it's not going to happen with us.
I'm gonna tell you what's stopping it too. I'm gonna tell you what's stopping that type of stuff. Nowadays, like grandmas back in just say elderly people back in the days, they weren't doing TikTok stuff that can relate to kids. Like it was a line drawn. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you knew when we was growing up, you couldn't come in the kitchen and just interfere in grown folks' conversations.
You couldn't say a goddamn word.
Stuff like how kids do right now, right?
Going back in the other room.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So nowadays it's more like, okay, the grown folks trying to keep up with what's trendy right now for the little kids, thinking that, okay, it's gonna make them respect me and I'm gonna be relatable to them. But then at the same time, to the kid, you putting yourself on the same level with them in a sense. You know what I'm saying? That's creating that same thing. That's creating. Ask the kid right now, where can I go? I mean, ask them a question. They gonna challenge you on Google. They gonna go to the Google and you know what I'm saying? They gonna give you that pushback. Hey, this is that. You know what I'm saying? Not that they don't believe you, but it's just like they feel like they more technical. They got the technical part of things down right now, and that's what's
the thing is with that. I welcome that with my children. I welcome that. I want them to challenge me because that right there lets me know that they're going to do some research to get the facts to better themselves, so they know the real, so they know that I'm not bullshitting them. Even though my kids know like about 90% of shit that I say ain't bullshit, because you know we got that rapport or whatever. But they just know that. So if they're doing that with me, I know they're doing that with other people.
Hell yeah.
I know they ain't going to fall for the banana in the tailpipe. I know they're gonna go back and check some shit out and research some shit and make themselves smarter on whatever is going on for that situation.
But they got to keep that same energy across the board when they want to go do something. You say no.
Yeah.
Hey, this is why.
You can't feel like shit. You can't tell them no too. Like that's the most things with like nowadays with parenting, bro. It's a lot of yes. You know what I'm saying? Internet, get on the tablet, do the phone. You see what I'm saying? So that creates that too. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, without us even understanding this shit, because then instead of your child building a relationship with you personally, they got this little monitor to where they can connect to people that they might feel doing better than you in life, all different type of shit that can create that. Oh man, they're rebellions. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's a part I hate too, but we gotta like.
But there's a way to combat that though.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. This is how you can do it. This is how you can do it, bro. Like what I've been doing lately. Like my kids, I done got a couple. What's the names in a minute, right? A couple calls. So you have to take stuff from them too, but at the same time, you got to make them understand that, man, certain actions deserve discipline. You know what I mean? Like a different type of discipline than just me verbally telling you some shit, this and that. And I'm doing that out of love. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing that out of love. But most of the times we pass it off because of what the law is. It's all different type of shit that it made us switch back to where like, oh, you just gonna go with what makes them feel good, you know what I'm saying? And not really let them know that the real world ain't gonna be like this after this time of me sheltering you. When you get out there in the real world, it's gonna be like this. It's gonna be 10 times harder than what I'm going on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it goes back to right. Why are we even sheltering our kids?
No, why not?
Well, I mean, because the
world is not saying sheltering them in a spoil way. I'm saying in a mental way.
For real, I feel you. I understand.
Look, he didn't do that.
You sleep, Cho.
Bro, you ain't right for this shit, bro.
Nah, I ain't sleep, nigga. I'm woke, nigga. I don't know what's up. I'm good.
Nah, but like you said though, like with my kids, right? I tell them, I challenge them.
Look at your name, nigga.
I see. Yes. Yeah, but that's the part. Like you ain't wrong for that though. Like I ain't gonna say like. Now I'm saying like what my point where I was trying to make is like we gotta pull them off of those type of things too. Like it's cool to do TikToks and shit like that because it's real addictive. That's just like us playing video games, but we gotta sway them off for 2 hours. You ain't finna be able to have that tablet. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or you know, as soon as you come home, you need to do your homework, relax your mind first, eat you something, stay off that tablet for a minute, get constructive, read a book, get back on the manual things. That way you can, you know what I mean?
Because the world is unforgiving.
Yeah.
And we can't be sheltering our kids to the point to where we're gonna make them think that the world is all down rainbows and peach rings and shit,
Nah, hell nah, you can't do that. You can't do that at all.
Ain't no participation trophies in the world.
Yeah.
You gotta make them earn things, like even with that, even with tablets, okay. we're gonna take that from you. And if you show me that you made straight A's or you tried your best effort, you got at least a 3.5 or higher, then shit, you can have that junk unlimited. You know what I mean? If it leads to them not being able to do what they need to go to school for and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even know the same people that they in class with one day might grow up to hate them. You know what I'm saying? They're just
but it goes back. It starts with us because, like you said, like them like the kids they in school with, right? We don't know what their parents got them going through, and eventually it's going to come down to that, back to that competition. That kid might end up passing them, and then now they're gonna start hating on that kid.
Right. If they talk like that, or if they like emotions is driven towards that way.
Right, but it also goes back to like us as adults, us as parents and mentors and stuff, right? We gotta instill in this younger generation that it's okay to fail.
Hell yeah.
It's okay to fall short.
Hell yeah.
It's about what happens after that matters. We got to teach them how to be resilient and to rebound after the fact. That's what's going to help them pull through and be great.
Right.
I want to caveat on that though, right? Because a lot of the times, you know what we don't do, and that is what hinders us from being successful after we fail, is we don't teach and we don't learn how to deal with the emotions associated with failing.
Yep.
Right. Yep.
I knew that shit because
that's exactly
I suffer from that shit 100%. Like I hate
me too.
how it feel to fuck up. Like I hate how it feel to fuck up. You know what I'm saying? But like at the same time, I know me. When I fuck up, I don't never forget where I fucked up at.
That's right. That's the only way you're gonna grow. That's the only way you're gonna
never
grow.
Forget where I fucked up at. So really, at the end of the day, in that it makes me better. But I don't realize that because I struggle with the emotions that come with failing. Right.
Right.
So when you learn how to deal with that, and what you learn is that shit, it lasts for such a small amount of time.
And ain't nothing wrong with feeling like that neither. You gotta go through them. You gotta go through the motions.
And you can't leave out the fact that you need to learn how to congratulate motherfuckers.
Yeah. That's the biggest.
You got to.
Yeah.
Even on the smallest thing.
Yeah. Congratulations. Even when you lose, when somebody else wins, you got to learn how to say congratulations. When you're not losing at all, but somebody else advanced,
right?
Congratulate.
Everybody like to be appreciated.
Just congratulate. If you congratulate,
like years in a row,
same energy gonna come back.
Yeah. Still happy for niggas.
The person gonna be like, "Hey man, you keep going." They gonna give you some words of encouragement, like, "Hey, keep going. You'll be there one day too."
You got some people that is.
Some people, but if you keep that attitude of congratulating the next man when they do something, you'll be good.
Hey,
you'll never be a hater if you congratulate.
Nowadays, the modern tough artists, when you congratulate some of them, that's considered you dick riding. Or
that's what I don't like. I've been seeing that a lot on music.
What we gotta understand is that these people that you look at like you bigger than and stuff like that is the people that make you wear this stuff that you wearing and flex these bank rolls and all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? These are the people that make this. So you have to take that time out to be considerate. You ain't got to do it for everybody, but I mean, most of these niggas, it's some of these rappers, bro, that really treat fans fucked up. Like niggas that try to get autographs that's really fans and shit. That's a part of hate. Man, get the fuck on out of here. I'm trying to sign this girl autograph. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying? That's the way that it is. You know, that's just the type of industry that it is right now.
Losing support.
Yeah, but how do we get to
become a hater for that?
Like, you want everybody to be hungry. Everybody, you want everybody to eat and all that stuff. But how do we get to the point to where we encourage people to stay hungry but not be greedy?
Be hungry but not greedy.
Yeah.
How do you? So because once you get to a certain level, though, once you get to a certain level of making that money, you know, you ain't gonna want to stop. You gonna want to keep going. That's just the chain of it. Like millionaires want to be billionaires. Billionaires want to be the next. You know what I mean?
Right, but where's the line? Where's the line between being hungry and being greedy though? Like when is enough enough?
Shit, that's to each own. That's all I can say. Because some people like me, that's what I'm saying. I ain't gonna go overboard. Like I know what the logics of the life is that we live right here. Like that's why I don't respect just money. You know what I mean? Like I can respect what you did to get money, but that ain't gonna make me respect you just because you have money. You know what I mean? It gotta be something that relates to my lifestyle or what I believe.
Like me and Lee were just talking about that earlier. It's like I don't want to be rich. I just want to be comfortable. That's it. I just want to be comfortable.
Because comfortable can come off as like I don't want to be comfortable because I want to have enough to do for others. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, no worries. I mean, no worries,
bro. Comfortable is what you determine. It is.
Right, it is. But comfortable coming off like saying it like that. I'm saying it like that, like comfortable. I don't want to be comfortable. I want to be still hungry because if you comfortable, you ain't able to help other people. You ain't able to generate this stuff we were just talking about, like dealing with people from the bottom and being able to fork that shit with money. How you gonna do that if you comfortable?
This ain't being comfortable makes you complacent.
Yeah, and I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
That depends on your path.
That at all.
That depends on your path.
Who I am in my home life, in my life in general, the more I'm able to focus on being able to do for somebody else.
Okay.
So when I'm comfortable for me means that like where I'm at now, I don't really be looking at the bank account like that no more because I'm okay there. I know these things, right? So now what I'm focused on is I'm in a position to bring somebody on and bring them into what's been help me. And that's what the fuck I'm doing. You see what I'm saying? So comfortable and complacent, that's two different things. Complacent is getting there and forgetting how you got there, and now you just sitting and you looking stupid, and you talked all this shit before, and you ain't doing none of that shit.
That's at the Lee's dictionary.
You feel?
Complacent is to be where you are and not be prepared for when
stagnated,
you get blindsided by some shit.
Stagnated. Basically, you had a pause, stand still.
Right.
It's not necessarily a standstill.
I think there's like if every person, if they reach that state of success in their mind, if they can do something to bring at least one person up or mentor one person, the world will be better.
One person?
At least one, at the minimum. Because all it takes is one person to make a change. If you could make that change in one other person's life, they'll make a difference in another person's life, maybe two or three, and and it'll just flow down the chain like that. It just takes one.
Yeah. So at that point, shit, like we said, it started from the home.
But that starts with us, though. That starts with us, of our generation,
right?
I mean, like this podcast right here, HOG podcast. We're y'all are doing that right now. Y'all putting out information. Y'all making us smarter because like there's a lot of shit y'all be talking about like I wasn't even thinking about. And after the podcast, I sit down with my kids and we actually be going verbal blows with with some of the shit that that be going on. But but it's all love, but it's all for the educational piece. So I think y'all said in a couple of podcasts before, it comes back to the education. We have to be educated to understand how to move forward. We can't move forward if we don't know how to do it.
You know it.
Yeah.
You know it.
Yeah, see, we comfortable, but we able to touch people through the screen and shit. We not even in the place where we can say we doing these type of food drives, toy drives, and stuff like that. You know what I mean? but we still able to touch people. We're not complacent, but we're kind of comfortable where we are right now until we elevate. When we elevate, then we bring more to the table, of course.
Right, but it goes back to that. That's what is instilled, and everybody that's sitting here on this broadcast right now, right? Mm-hmm. We are good people. I don't know everybody's religion, but I won't say that everybody, believes in some higher power. Everybody is like, God fearing in some way or whatnot. But it's starting right here, with this. We are starting to make that change. And all it takes is for us to go from making changes to being influencers. And that's where we need to find that pivot point. It's the influence that is going to get the other people and the younger generation to start going, toward where we need them to go to make the world a better place, especially, for our Black and brown children.
Hit that horn.
Yeah. Hit that.
Yeah, appreciate your input, man. I don't know, these brothers, everybody kind of light tonight. We ain't going heavy like I thought we were gonna go hard on it. There's a couple more things out there, man.
Go ahead and do it, bro. You know you want to do it. Shit.
It's a couple more things. See, that's what he ready for. He ready for that. So we went to the sports. We went to the sports with it, right? That's entertaining. So
let me get some ice and run a commercial or something. Let me get some ice and we
ain't got no damn commercial.
Okay.
We ain't got no commercials. We ain't got no commercials, bro.
Right, I need to get some ice.
Let me see what we got over here. Right back out of these messages.
You got the commercial.
Hey.
What y'all talking about?
Everything.
That was big.
Hate, love,
Hate, love.
Yeah.
That's some of these boys.
And the community.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go get you another bottle.
We good. That's what I wanted to have.
Hey, grind hard for the culture. They placed us behind, so we gotta get back. It's a lot of things that you gon' face in this world when your skin color is black. Grind hard for the culture. They placed us behind, so we tryna get back. It's a lot of things that you gon' face in this world when your skin color is black.
For sure. I'm bike.
You biking the building?
I'm bike.
We got that long. We got the Black Diamond. That was the Black Diamond over there in Germany.
I gotta send you the February promo.
I was just about to. I'm about to hop on your head too, bro. Why the fuck you showing shit from January the 14th and it's February 10th?
Cause this nigga took too long to go get it.
Man,
you got the same control I got. You should have hit the button, nigga.
I had to walk by the chicory.
See what I'm saying? Walk by the chicory and get hypnotized. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? This nigga been off all night tonight. You don't need to get that no more before you get on the show.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what the hell he on.
Yeah, well, y'all ain't been catching it from the beginning of the stream. Won't he do it?
He said them cheese got him hypnotized. He all fucked up right
now. That boy can't even think. He just ready to get to the yams. Look at this.
Right there.
Fuck this whole mind up real quick. He done see the yams.
Hey, somebody.
Yeah, I got a fresh line up before I came with him.
Right there. Call it, won't he do it?
Won't he do it? They won't he do it yet?
Got a fresh line up.
AKA got the So what Lee did then? If I got the gump, what Lee did? I said, look at the names. I said, that boy. I said, won't he do it? You know, when you get a new haircut, you know you walk different. When certain stuff happens,
I was on the couch.
I'm saying when certain stuff happen in your life, though, you just have a different push. And Gotti's been in that mode.
Why wouldn't you want to promote yourself?
Look, Gotti been in that mode tonight. Now you don't get it, Jay Scott. Gotti know exactly what they are talking about. That's why he's throwing on them drummers like that. The yam.
I'm trying to help a man's out, you know.
Don't help his ass out. If it were me, he'd do me like that.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna spur his ass. That nigga off tonight. Hey, the yam through my boy. He was good at the beginning, then at the end. I mean, like midway, my boy, the yam threw them off. Hey,
PPP.
Come on, shall we?
We shall.
We are prayed up.
We are papered up.
And we damn so pulled up, man.
We damn so pulled up.
Won't he do it?
Ooh, tequila, nigga.
My boy got it juiced up.
On that Remy over there, ain't it?
Hey, so we talked about
damn.
Oh yeah, that's right. We talked about basketball.
Yeah.
Let's tap in on the rap industry stuff that's going on, man. The hate, first love, never in the rap industry, man.
They don't.
Well, we already talked about the rap industry, really, but it's some specifics.
Yeah, go to them specifics.
Yeah, let's hit it.
Yeah, go into them specifics of like what we've been seeing, just surfing the net lately, just going crazy. We done had like I ain't gonna even give them the power. And
what's his name?
Yeah, I ain't gonna say the whole name. Everybody they know, you know.
But let's just say this. Old niggas that should be mentoring and teaching young niggas how to handle certain situations that unfortunate situations that take place in our neighborhoods at above average rates than other neighborhoods, instead are being bitch ass niggas and writing scripts and dissing niggas and shit like they rappers and shit. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. You lame, nigga. And you know who the fuck I'm talking about. Fuck them ties, nigga.
Bow tie.
Can I get to the yams?
Bow tie.
To the yams. So he said none. Because everybody got their own opinion. And I definitely feel like, you know, that the person that's saying this stuff and saying what their lifestyle is and going towards a person that 27 some years younger than you and that ain't never disrespected you, on top of going through what a motherfucker going through. Like, this is what I say when I say
that's that hate.
Money, you lose money for respect at that point, because if I get money and you get money and we just disrespectful to the point to where one of us finna go to the box or could behind this tension, the money, the value ain't shit no more. It don't mean nothing if you get money in a nigga, cause that nigga can do the same hurt you can do to him. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like that's a senseless ass hate right there. What's going on with this?
Yeah, but these dudes don't realize that this senseless hate that they're doing is devaluing our presence in the community. And it's cutting all of our accomplishments.
Not just that. It's taking our ability. It's taking away our ability to be taken seriously.
Exactly. Yep. Right there. That part.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I need, like I don't like. I try not to take myself. You know what I'm saying? But like, I need to be able to come into the community, or I need to be able to walk in a room full of people that I need help from for my community, and for them to look at me and not look at me and see all this bullshit they see. Because just because I dress how I dress and I carry myself how I carry myself, I'm still synonymous with every other nigga in the street. That's who I represent. I just learned at an early age, it's better shit out there.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
We all learned it, but everybody didn't take heed to the teachings that was out there. We just a few that did. Some was a little late.
Hey, bro, I swear to God, I came up on some of the worst fucking streets in North Memphis, Tennessee. God damn it! And I promise you, you have to really get me out of my element for me to show you that.
Yep, facts. That's what I say all time here.
It came with this.
You really do. I got so much peace over here in Germany. I don't have to think like I was back home. I don't have to think like it. Keep my head doing this.
Yeah, I'm hating on you, Gotti. Shit.
Oh yeah, he was.
I'm gonna throw that out there. Yeah, I'm hating on you. I'm still back there, but happy wife, happy life. So I had to leave. So
you done been out there too, Jay? You done been out there?
Happy wife, happy life.
6 years.
No, that ain't what he said.
Oh, babe, no.
Well, she finna get
that ain't what he said.
Oh, it's about look. Here come that hate love. Hate first, love last. Love never. Hate first, love never. We gotta. Hey, we trying to get y'all saying love first, hate never. You feel what I'm saying?
I got a question, man. So you said that shit when we was on the phone last night, and then you just said that shit again. And I wanted to ask. I just want your opinion, right?
Yeah.
Your opinion, right? Okay. So how much shit had you learned by the time you was 27 years old?
Shit, a lot of shit.
Right?
Yeah, fucking a lot of shit. But my life is different. I can't compare my life to other people.
No. It's not about a comparison. It's not about a comparison. It's really about like just the knowledge of it all, right? Like,
yeah,
you had learned 27 years in this world. You had learned a lot of shit, right? You already had kids.
Yeah, I had to grow fast.
I already had kids.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How much shit had you learned?
At that age, I had learned a lot on survival and all that shit. I feel like a lot of us learned a lot on that. But for us like being and I learned a lot for us being a man for myself. I wasn't never no leash laying on nobody. I've been taking care of myself since I've been in Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? All of my shit down, having apartments, cars, all that shit before kids. But I don't know, man. It's a whole lot of shit that I feel like that I could have done better. But
I can say, shit, I learned a lot of labor shit. And I was hard working, labor. I learned some heavy equipment operation and stuff like that. But I started, once I hit about 25, the next years after that, I'll start to focus on, I know my body can handle all this tough ass shit, but my brain need to catch up and pass that shit. So 25, after 25, 26, 27 was all about things, smart work, smarter, not harder. That's when I joined the military, and I did for IT and shit. Everything smarter. Cause this shit right here, I was doing that shit all day, and it wasn't making me no money. You know what I mean?
But you had that creative mind always, though. Then
I always had a creative mind outside of that. But I really didn't want to join.
27,
bro. That shit was
27 years. 27 years, right?
I mean, 27. I was like fucking from that until 26. Yeah, I was wilding out. I ain't gonna lie.
You were focused on thing, man. Back then,
a lot of life too. Yeah,
that's what got a nigga them babies.
Yeah, but 27. That's why I met my wife now. Yeah, she reeled me in. maybe the man I am today. So
that hook,
yeah, 2027 was a good year for me.
That hook
yeah, for me.
The grind was real. The grind was super real. What you say?
Podcast.
What you said?
I said that right there about how the ladies.
That's motherfucker. Yeah.
No, but man. I said all that to say this shit, right? Like, because we talked about an individual, right? And like this man is literally beefing with a motherfucker that.
Did you say what? Did you say your shit?
Yeah, 27 years this junior, right? So at 27 years old, I had.
You should know better.
4 kids.
You should know better.
I had 4 kids. I had already got in the world of trouble as a grown ass man, and came back from it all.
Mm-hmm.
So at 27 years old for me was redemption. It was now you done heard all these motherfuckers talk about all this potential you got. You got a clean slate. Get to it.
Yep. I beat a case. I had another case try to get put on me. So yeah, I left the whole fucking country. I ain't got time.
But that goes back to
when you can feel
this shit. Why is our current generation going through the same shit we didn't already been through? We know the struggles. They should not have to do this shit.
But the thing is,
they don't know.
But why are we not teaching them that they don't have?
It ain't that we ain't teaching them, bro.
They don't know history is bound to repeat itself, right?
True.
So that's what it's doing.
We got to look at this, bro. This is the main thing about this. How I see it. The schools, the areas that we live in and stuff like this, right? Unfortunately, we weren't born to people that just had big money. So we had to grind from what we grind from, right? When you get people that's got the revenue to put their kids in position, even if their kid ain't even got the IQ level that, some of us have, like, when they got the position to put their kid in certain situations, that's gonna help them. That's how it happens. That's how they get ahead. Us, we all we focus on as black people is what happened to us and what this and all of this stuff, which is a big part of it. It is a big, it is a big part of it.
Figure out how you thrive.
Right. But how many of us have came together and try to figure out the stuff that we complaining about that happened to us, we supposed to be paid for? If we had that 40 acres and a mule shit like that,
Black Lives Matter was supposed to be doing?
Yeah. But if we had that, right, then we'll be able to put ourselves in position to win. You see what I'm saying? So now we all stuck at the bottom trying to figure it out. Some people getting it fast, some people getting it slow. That creates the hate.
It goes back to what y'all was saying. Like, I want to say it was like a November podcast, right? I've been following y'all for a while. So I think it was like with November, right? When you said it goes back to the education, right? Like, as a community, right? Like, us, in this group, in this podcast, all the followers and listeners and everything, we can only do so much, right? But, there's like, trillions of people in the world. At what point do we start educating properly everybody under us?
That's what I see.
Because that's the only way we're going to make change. That's the only way we're going to see, the fruits of our labor. It's gonna start with us with making that change, but it goes back to like y'all was saying, the education. Right. We are not like properly educated. We got the internet, and of course that's always against us. We got the internet, we got the media, and you got all that, right?
That's against us too.
But when you're looking at traditions and heritage, especially like in the Black community, Hispanic community, Indian, community, stuff like that, right? We all have our traditions and stuff that goes back generations and generations, but that tend to stop when we started getting introduced to, the internet and social media and all that. Like, when do we, at our point right now, take responsibility and start pushing, our heritage, our generation of youth?
That's what I'm saying. But and a lot of people gonna say, oh, well, they just talking about it and this and that. No, we didn't show actions throughout the year, throughout this year, just this year, right here, like 2023, the last 38 days or whatever. We didn't show action of going and try to change that narrative and the direction of what the youth going through by speaking at schools and doing different little things that we be doing, even with these little segments we be having, bro. People already know that, but our people so we caught up in the trend. Now, if I were to post some shit, this how I know our culture. If I were to post some shit like, you know, like, yeah, we finna expose these hating ass niggas. Tap in. You know what I'm saying? Or we finna expose, they gonna link to the negativity. So you're gonna have 30 motherfuckers that don't like it.
50 viewers right now.
Yeah, you have 30 motherfuckers
waiting on us to go to talking crazy about this shit.
Or thinking they're thinking you finna say something about them. Somebody that think you don't like them. Oh yeah, I'm gonna tune in because I see his subtitle. You know what I'm saying? So it's so much shit that comes with
like that over here, man. For real.
For sure.
That's lame nigga shit, bro. Like
for sure, but
I want you niggas to understand that is a whole lot of different type of learning you can do, right? And the more learning you do, the better you are, the better off you are in life, right? Because if you know how to control your emotions, then you know how to probably think yourself through any situation you ever get in. But if you can't control your emotions, you can't control your thoughts. And if you can't control your thoughts, then they all over the place. So you liable to do any fucking thing.
Your actions is fucked up.
There you go. See? Yeah. So it's all kind of, it ain't just academic learning, bro. I'm talking about literally, man. Like when I started to look at life, like what do I need to be for my kids really right now? My kids do well in school, and whatever they need help with, they getting help with. They say it. They say they need help. They get help.
Right.
But it's a piece to this that only I can give them, only their mother can give them, and that is to learn that we probably done dealt with our emotions the wrong fucking way all our lives.
Ain't no problem. We have. Take accountability for this shit. We have.
Yeah.
In the 80 generations before us.
We owe it to our kids to identify that and figure out how we master that so that we can teach them.
Right.
Because when you are in control of your emotions, you are miles ahead of all your competition. You don't have this frame of mind.
Look, you big, right? You in big control then. You in big control.
You can't, no matter what you do, you can't make me step outside of my character. It don't matter how you talk, how you point. You better not spit.
You're right about that.
You feel me?
Yeah, if you spit,
you loud, but if you spit, I'm hitting you.
Real though. If you spit, it's another problem.
Yeah, man. But like, really though, like for real though, all bullshit aside, like that was one of the biggest things that was my issue when I was in the uniform. Was that, and especially when I became a leader, because then it was empowered by the fact that I was doing this shit for somebody else.
Yeah.
Not just me. Somebody else. All these people you told me I'm in charge of. I gotta fight for them. No matter how, no matter what, like look stupid as a motherfucker.
Facts.
Like look stupid as a motherfucker. Like put all my shit on the line, motherfucker with a DUI the next week.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, literally, bro. Like, but that type of shit didn't always been me, bro. Like, what ain't always been me is how I go about my shit now.
Right.
Because now I'm fully aware of the fact that if I get in my emotions, nigga, I'm a predator. I'm an apex predator, nigga. I'm the big black man, nigga. It ain't shit worse than that.
Right.
Oh, it ain't shit worse than that.
Oh, there's something.
These motherfucking police will mow your ass down just because somebody called and said you was a threat. Yep. When they show up, you automatically a threat.
That beard don't make it
no move wrong. No move wrong. Because you done. You see what I'm saying?
That boy he's still in yam land over there.
When you think about that type of shit, right? And then you think about how much shit you done lived through, how many times you done got given grace. Man, I'd be committing an atrocity if I wasn't doing this shit I'm sitting here doing right now. Because I know God done gave me plenty of grace.
God did.
You know what I'm saying? So we gotta look at this shit from the perspective of like there is a percentage of people in this world that thrive and they live in this world that you only experience when you master yourself.
Right.
Yeah. And we're not teaching our kids how to master themselves.
Yeah, but that aggression is not going to get us there though.
What are you talking about?
So that's the problem right there, right?
When you master yourself, it's about balance more than anything else.
Right, I understand
that. Right? So where do aggression come in?
So when a lot of people look at it, right, you know, they be aggressive with their point.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're like, I gotta go here. You did me wrong. This is wrong. Blah 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 blah. Right?
Yeah. Sound like me.
That's the wrong approach.
No shit.
So at least you know it.
Especially in a black and brown community where the world is already against us.
Exactly. That's why I said what I said.
Aggression is not a friend
at all.
Yes, we may be stronger. We may be, we may be faster, but we have to be smarter. Being aggressive is not necessarily the smartest move. You gotta play that mental game. We gotta play that mental game, and that's what we got to teach this generation and our kids. Don't be aggressive. There's no need to be fighting, to be shooting and killing everybody. Play that mental game. That is how you want to succeed. That is how you end up being better than the next man. That is how your community is going to be better than other communities over there. But that is what we in this generation need to be pushing down to everybody below us.
So, do you feel like that's like you? Well, I'm gonna give you a scenario in the way like that leads back to that, like you said, aggressive. You know what I mean? I feel like I come off sometimes like in a way to where like I'm firm, you know what I'm saying? And other people might accept it as aggressive, right? But you got people that's in position, say for instance, like your boss, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It might come at you in a passive aggressive way. It's still aggressive because the way, like say for instance, how me and Lee or anybody from Memphis talk, they talk loud. And that's just the nature of how we talk. Opposed to a person that's coming off to you like condescending or coming up to you and saying something in a way.
You're from Mississippi, so I understand. I understand.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
So what you mean?
Like it's the same. I feel like it's you ain't gonna get around the aggression part. Whether
so what you saying is Martin or Malcolm?
Oh, I see.
So I see. And you're absolutely right. It took me a long time, me personally, it took me a long time to get over that. It's people don't believe, but life is a game. And you got to be able to play that game. It's not necessarily you play the game how you want the game to be played, but you got to play the game how the game needs to be keyword needs to be played.
You got to play that bitch how I show you it need to be played.
Exactly. So you gotta be able to know when you need to be aggressive, when you don't need to be. Even if inside of you just want to then choke a motherfucker out. You can't always do that. You have to be able to have that constraint and know how to play it. And that's where the mental thing comes in, right? You know, like I learned a long time ago, the strongest person in the room is the smartest person in the room. You have to be able to outsmart the motherfucker that thinks that they got the most power. The person that has that is the smartest in that room has the most power. Not the one that feels that they had the most power, but the one that is smartest. and that could be you. And that's what we need to be teaching our children and our generation.
That's exactly what you said. Exactly what you said is what's not happening. And that's what's got to happen. What you see,
mastering yourself.
Yeah, that's what you said. Teaching.
That's like me, right? I'm in
ourselves.
Right.
We don't have to be the first to respond. We don't have to be quick to respond. Just sit back and listen.
Yep.
Feel the room. Read the room. You gotta have calculated responses.
Yeah.
Let everybody go ahead and spit all that shit out first. Then you take all that and you make your decisions, and then you speak.
Or not.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's what's wrong with our community right now. We're so quick to speak without thinking and reading the room.
Right.
And that's what gets us in trouble.
I do that a lot. In the entertainment business, I do that a lot. So like somebody might come in all rah loud talking about they want to do blah blah blah. I'm not gonna touch you. You know why? Because the owner's right there. We got a good rapport. I'll be back next weekend making money. If I fight you right now, that shit cut off. I'm just gonna let you out. I'm like, ha. I know he already done called security. You about to get snatched the fuck up and out of there. And there goes your night. My night gonna keep going. You know what I mean?
So what
you gotta pick your battles. Pick your battles.
Yeah, you really do.
Guess what they come from? Somebody comparing themselves to you. Oh yeah, I heard Bugatti Red. He do the hardest flies out here in Germany. Oh shit, nigga, I do flies too. And that's where that hate come in. They don't even they ain't never met you or nothing like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then they already have the energy when they see you because somebody else done told them about you. Like, hey, this nigga here hard. You know what I'm saying? Or his business going hard. Or you know what I mean? That's how it's created.
But also, what messes up is we be fueling the hate, right? Yeah. We know we got the haters.
Yeah.
Embrace your haters.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you gotta have, like Gotti. You know you got haters saying, "Yo, this dude be doing shows. If he be out here doing this, doing that." You be like, "Damn right, motherfucker, I be doing that shit. Get on my level. Embrace that shit."
Like Lee said, don't say nothing. Just keep working.
Yeah. Just don't say shit. Just
it takes more energy to hate than show love, man.
Exactly.
It takes more energy to hate than show love for sure.
If you get caught up on that, you get caught up on being worried about what a motherfucker telling you about this man instead of just listening to that for what that is. That's right. If I'm introducing Gotti, I'm gonna say 10, 15 great things about my man that he do, that I know he do, that I know he's capable of. Because bro, I ain't saying none of that shit for you to be sitting there getting mad at my man.
Because
exactly, but they gonna take it that way anyway.
So you could do the same thing or get better.
Like you, I mean, these niggas make everything a competition and then don't even
for no reason.
Competition
for no reason. Hey, look.
But you know, really, bro. Like the whole world revolves around competition. So you can't
stop that, right?
Saying for no reason is a part of it. I agree, but the other part of it is not understanding what competition is and what it was made for.
Right.
Some competition was made for other people's entertainment.
Yeah.
Facts.
Other competition was made to create an environment of growth.
Facts.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you don't understand that is them two different types, right? And so you probably need to understand the level of competition.
Right.
Right? Because if I'm telling you about a nigga I want you to meet, the last thing I want you to be doing when I'm telling you good shit about this nigga is formulating the plan in your mind to do something to him. Because if you attempt to do something to him, when I bring him to you, I ain't even gonna get him a shot. I'm fucking you up. That's hate. I don't really understand that, bro. For the life of me, bro, I can't never really recall.
Oh, you see this guy? No.
For real.
I remember
go do the wee woo.
This I don't know, little petty shit, like a girl You know what I'm saying? And like the girl like me, but don't like the dude that like her. And I'm like, and now I'm the nigga. I'm the target.
Yeah.
They come with it. They come with the game.
Yeah. Definitely.
Some niggas just emotional like that. These niggas.
Well, see, that's how you know. That's how you know that niggas ain't trying to master themselves, right? Because if you don't grow, and that's a part of you that don't ever change, nigga. What are you learning?
Right.
Right. You mad at me? You get caught up about me and what somebody else think about me, not how I feel about me.
Right.
What somebody else think about me, what somebody else tell you about me. You mad about that, right? You ain't even never seen me before.
Well, that's not a hater. That's a vulnerable adult. That's a vulnerable adult. That ain't a hater.
You see what I'm saying? You before you see me, you already mad.
Yeah, that's a
vulnerable
bad
adult. Shape.
That ain't a hater.
I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna be the loud ass, irritating ass. If you can't deal with me, get the fuck on ass nigga. I am.
But they go back like what you just said though, right? Right. So, like people say, if you're talking, you're not listening, right? So if you're doing all this rah shit, right? I'm moving forward. But if you're not taking the time to pause, you're not gonna learn from everything that's happening.
Right. Hey man, listen, we're gonna take a little intermission right now, man. We're gonna be doing this right here. Going forth from these shows, right?
You gotta learn how to play this fucking game.
We're gonna be doing this on these shows. We're gonna be doing town business spotlights, you know what I'm saying? People that's doing a thing in the city, you know what I'm saying, that you from or the surrounding areas that you from. And tonight, you know, I'm very happy and proud to be able to say that we got a West Memphis artist that's signed to a major label that's out here doing this thing by the name of YGB Fat. You know what I'm saying? He handling his business, you know what I'm saying? Doing a history for the city, you know what I'm saying? Out just, man, traveling and doing the world. And he finna experience a lot of this stuff that we talking about tonight, you know what I'm saying? This hate first versus love first and hate never type shit, you know what I'm saying? He finna, it's a, when you're an artist and you come from a tough place, like where we come from, you know, and people, it's a lot of people that don't be happy for you when you make it at that same struggle that they was in, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna shout out to him, you know what I'm saying? He doing his thing out there, he on a roll, he handling his business, he just signed with Bread Gang, young nigga doing this thing. Y'all make sure y'all go tap in with him, stream his music, subscribe to his channel and stuff like that, man. That was one of my reasons for coming to try to put this podcast thing together, was to give light to the city, you know what I'm saying, to the people that I came before, or you know, people that I'm older than, like the younger artists that's in the town, you feel what I'm saying? Like the people that's in the town, business owners and all that, you know what I mean? Right here, y'all go subscribe to his channel. He just signed with Bread Gang Entertainment, you know what I'm saying? He doing real good. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
For the city. I'm talking about like for real. You know? So every week we gonna do something like that. Town being the spotlight to where we shot somebody out from the areas that we in. As y'all know, Gotti is in Germany. My boy Lee down there in Manhattan, Kansas. We got people that Germany, like shout out to Trap Soldier, shout out to Tango, shout out to C Slim, you know what I'm saying? He from West Memphis.
Noah the Great.
Yep, Noah the Great for sure. You know what I'm saying? He out there in Germany. And also shout out who else? What's the girl name that's out there? Got it? Figurine.
Yeah,
Figurine.
Yeah, anybody that came on the HOG podcast show, shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? But this is a special shout out because this is from my hometown. You know what I'm saying? This a person that's from my hometown and that's doing this thing and really deserved it. Put in the work. You know what I'm saying? Did what he had to do, stay consistent, and he in a position to where he doing this thing, man. So y'all check him out.
Oh, we didn't even look at that comment, man. Look at that comment right there. She said, "Prime example, Young Dolph."
What up, Monica?
For sure. Yeah. Right. Hey, for sure, Monica. If you still tapped in, it is prime example, Young Dolph, and that it started from comparison. it started from comparison. Like Dolph said, she called me Biggie. I mean, she called you Smalls or something. What did he say, Gotti? I mean,
she call you Small. She called me Biggie.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. It started from small statements like that. The songs that my boy were putting out, that boy were bumping out there. You know what I'm saying. But I don't speak on that type of situation because I don't know what really happened behind it. But that's what I'm saying. That's what create that type of hate, like niggas comparing themselves, and you know that Dolph was bumping that. Gotti bumping too.
Hey, AT.
The whole Memphis bumping, nigga. Yeah, what's up with you?
It's always, Monica, it's always your own kind. It's always, it's us on us because
every time
it's us on us because we are behind the curve, right? Like, and when I say behind the curve, I mean like we can learn, all this academic shit. We can make all these achievements and this and that and the third, right? But like we don't condition ourselves to master ourselves. Like you are not, like everybody ain't gonna be able to graduate college at 18.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gonna be able to have a 30+ inch vertical, run a sub 4.40, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but there's a unique thing about everybody, and I know that shit for a fact. There's a unique thing about everybody, right? That when you start focusing on you, when you learn how to focus on you, and stop worrying about the fucking energy you wasting on other motherfuckers and what they wear and what they say and what they do,
what they getting,
because it don't get you shit.
But drove.
But a motherfucking follower, and maybe a goddamn wave emoji every now and again. You know what I'm saying? When you start mastering yourself, mastering your ability, then you learn what's unique about you, right? And if you can't make money off of it, right? Then here's what I know you can do. You can figure out a way to maneuver around this life to where you can become comfortable, right?
Sure.
Because everybody ain't meant to be on the front stage. Some people good in the back, and it ain't nothing wrong with being good in the back. Just be great in the fucking back.
Oh, that's all.
Manipulate.
Oh. You know what I'm saying?
Make them push that hate though. That's what it comes down to. Somebody's getting manipulated somewhere.
For real.
So, I can't.
To be a great.
You know what I'm saying? I can't. All I can do is share my experience. You feel me? Like I ain't never really been no hater, bro. I ain't never really gave a fuck about the next man. I'm always worried about me, goddammit.
You must learn to be great for yourself before you can be great for others.
If you ain't me, that's my fucking fault, not yours. Because you ain't better than me. You was just today.
But like God said, so
right now.
So like starting by example, right? Or be what we need to do, right? Start congratulating, start doing stuff like we just did, like showing love to people that's really doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? It's some people that you done supported that ain't gonna never support you the way that you,
bro. Ever.
You know what I'm saying?
I learned that shit.
Town business, we're gonna do that every time we drop because it's somebody that got something going on in our area. And it ain't gotta be nobody you just know personally. Like this week was just so happened somebody that I know, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, he from my hometown, he a young guy, he doing this thing, you know what I'm saying? The man just made 21. So that's a big thing to come from a city like West Memphis.
Shout out to my homegirl. She just got an artist. She done had artists for like, she signed an artist to her like 4 or 5 months ago, and now that artist is signed to Universal, and she the manager and all of that. So
that's dope.
Shit.
Hell yeah.
What's her name? You know her name?
Remy. Shout out to Remy. And shout out to Dayla. Dayla is the artist. I tell you, girl that sings over here. So
in Germany.
Young man's name from West Memphis. I live in Marion. It's YTB Fat.
YTB Fat, yeah.
Just like it sounds. That's how I spell.
Yep. Go check him out. He signed right now, so he doing this thing. He actually putting it down for the city. So y'all check him out. Hey, you got I'm about to say pull our music up, pull her up. Now this artist is out of Germany. You know what I'm saying? Town Business Spotlight. My boy out in Germany, so that's who he's spotlighting out there, man. And her name Deja. Dayla. Okay.
Yeah.
So y'all go check her out. Now, as I said, man, look, you connected all across the globe, man. You getting international game, like niggas in all different parts of the globe, man. Don't get this shit twisted.
And then in all different parts of the globe. That's the part you need to make sure you
ain't just listen.
Tap in on. You need. We real international motherfuckers around this bitch. You did.
Ain't listen to no nigga just saying that now. We didn't really spread it the wings out here. You feel what I'm saying? Hey man, but look, we've been talking and stuff. So y'all drop some of y'all sparkling thoughts out here, man. What y'all think? How we can change this situation to where like blacks can support blacks more?
I mean, shit. As far as the club stuff, I always put everybody like club promoters and all of that in a group every year so we can all work together. I stopped doing that because people just won't work together, but I keep trying to push that narrative. Like we control the whole thing. We got the DJs, transportation, and all the events and everything. We got what makes the club a club. And so now we got black ownership of a club in Bitburg, 100% black ownership. So now what's up? Now what's up? You know what I mean? Like put your shit together, come over here and just run it up for each other. You know what I mean? For the first time ever in Germany, let's put it together and make it work for each other. Because you're going out there, you're making money for everybody else. But as soon as we say black,
hey, you know let's talk about this too, though.
The opportunity is there. It's sitting there. It's sitting there just marinating. And it's a ticking time bomb before that motherfucker go out and we say fuck it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's a club that a capacity holding about 1,500 to 2,000, depending on what we want to do. We cut the club in half and make it less or whatever you want to do. Hookah lounge right there, hotel across the street that we do business with, get you the discount on the hotel room, bowling alley across the street, all that. Right there in one area. You can do a whole day trip down there and just kick it, relax, go out, enjoy yourself, all of that. I'm just saying. The opportunity there, party bus, DJs, promoters. You know, if you so-called got the skin color, you think you popping, man, and let's make it pop one time for us, for the culture. You know what I mean? We've been making it pop for the Germans and the Turkish since the beginning of time over here. Every time they can kick you, they can kick you out the building. They can kick you out the motherfucking building. Appreciate all the people you brought in. All right, then we won't be needing your services.
Hey, I want to make a point though, man. In order for us to start loving first and hate never too, for us when they come to these businesses and people that we doing stuff with too. If you notice, bro, why do you think it's so comfortable for a black person to go to a white person's business opposed to their own? We got to correct this shit too, because a lot of our black, hold on though. Black people do messed up business. You got to think about it, bro. A lot of black people do messed up business. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard sometimes to support our own. So we got to correct that too now.
But everybody do messed up business. Everybody do messed up business. You want the people for real. We don't give us the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah,
we won't do that shit.
We do. I think the right ones do. I think the right ones do because, like I said, I'm not saying that it's every black person, but it's a lot of black businesses that's just not constructing shit. They not conducting that shit the right way.
A lot of black businesses away. A lot of us don't get supported until we put the word free on there. That too. Free.
Let's go, Lee.
Oh yeah, let's.
You know what, bro? Y'all know this, man. Y'all know this. This is like what I've turned into. This is what I love, right? And I've said this a bunch of times, and I'll keep saying it, right? When you walk into an establishment with a name, right? Walmart, Target, Aldi, Buc-ee's. That shit come with money. That shit in itself need money. It's worth money, right? They didn't start that way. You know what happened? They figured out how to remain in business when business wasn't good. And then, just like shit go, eventually a profit started being turned, right? We don't stick with each other because we don't understand the mechanism of this shit, right? Like, how can the corner store owned by black people go from being one corner store to 5 corner stores if don't nobody go to their store and buy shit because they black and because of their price? I mean, you gotta, okay. So I put it like this, right? Either you are for the culture and you want to support black business, or you don't, right? Because at the end of the day, right, what you got to understand is there's operating costs. You got to turn a profit. You're trying to make a living, right? But hold on. Okay. So ain't nobody saying support every single time, but if you go to Walmart 10 times, right, and you know a black-owned business where you can get the same shit you get at Walmart there, why not go to Walmart 6 times and go to the black-owned business 4 times?
So who's at fault? The consumer or the black owner?
That's why I said you got to understand the mechanism of it, because they make shit cheaper because they can afford to.
Right. Yeah, because they have it in both.
That's why I said if you support it, then fucking support it.
If you support it enough, they'll be able to.
If you don't, then don't sit here and act like you for this fucking change and you for this fucking culture.
I like how you
Yeah, if you support it, they'll be in the same position as Walmart, and then the prices will drop.
That shit
the more supported, the better the price.
Take money to make fucking money, bro. And you can't hate a motherfucker because they gotta charge you more than where you can get it at cheaper. And black folks don't know how to do no business. But everybody ain't like that. But everybody ain't like that. And what I tell you,
they don't understand business.
The motherfucker that's charging you more, they probably doing the best business they can. Because only a damn fool is gonna charge you prices to keep you coming in the door.
I'm saying, what are we
fucking money?
What are we replying to? We replying to the black business, not being able to.
But that's hate though. That's hate though, because you talk shit about the black business owners, right? But you don't understand the mechanism in which they trying to operate in. Bro, because like I'm literally
what you saying is not what I'm saying. If you're replying to me, I don't know if you're just speaking that in general, but
yeah, I'm speaking in general because you said what you said, and I had my thought.
Yeah, but it's saying like a reply, but I'm just letting you know that ain't the same thing. There's 2 total different things, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like conducting a business a certain way is different than a motherfucker fucking. If you conduct business the right way, you ain't got to worry about people coming back to you whether you black or white. To say it the simplest way. Yes, it is. Because okay, so if you do good business with a motherfucker, how you gonna fuck that up?
That ain't true.
How you gonna fuck it up if you doing good business with a person, bro?
Because go ahead.
So,
yeah, let him explain because I don't understand it.
I'm trying to say it from both y'all standpoints, right? Like from yours and from Lee, right? So it comes down to. I'm not using this as like a black business or a race thing, but the average consumer is dumb. Mm-hmm. The average consumer is stupid, period. Because they don't understand what goes into the price that they pay for a product. So when you start going into, you know, a black-owned business as opposed to a predominantly non-black-owned business. So let's say you do a T-shirt. You as a black-owned company, you producing this T-shirt. You're a black-owned company, so you want everybody to support you because you're black-owned. But you're competing against Hanes, Fruit of the Loom, you know, all those other companies that have been doing this shit for like over 100 years. But their price is $4 a T-shirt. Yours is $10 a T-shirt. Why would I go to you? Now, I you know, I don't want to play devil's advocate, but you know, I'm just trying to pull this full circle.
They're dumb. Yeah, go ahead.
A lot of people
understand what I'm saying.
Understand the business and the economics behind it. They don't understand that you cannot cut your costs because you're not producing hundreds of thousands of T-shirts like Hanes and Fruit and Loom is to make your cost equal to theirs.
Yeah.
So that goes back to what y'all saying, like back in October and November. It goes back to the education. We need to educate our people, especially in business, because it's not that black people don't want to support black business. They just don't understand why, you know, when you have a black entrepreneur, why their cost of goods is higher than somebody that's been on the market for centuries. Yeah. They don't understand the aspect. But then also goes back to, and I say I hate to play devil's advocate, but I got to because I got to do it from both sides, right?
Yeah. As
the entrepreneur, you need to take into consideration that fact as well, right? When you're creating something, 9 times out of 10, you're not creating something new. What you're trying to put out has already been put out for years. So you have to find a way to make it better, because at the end of the day, if you're not going to make it low end, like, you know, Walmart, Target, you know, Ross or whatever, it's going to have to be high end, like, you know, Gucci or Louis or whatever. Because everything in the middle is going to end up getting squandered.
I'm not trying to cut you out, but what I'm trying to get to the point to where it is, right? Yeah. To the point to where, like, we saying, like, conducting business, the way that you conducting business opposed to a cost or nothing like that, that ain't got nothing to do with it. Like them going to black.
I know that got nothing to do with it, and you talking about business.
So check this out. Conducting, what I'm saying, you don't listen enough, bro. That's your problem.
Exactly what you saying.
You don't because you just
the same way. I hear you.
But you still didn't get it. You still didn't get it though.
I do get it.
So this is the thing. It's not about the cost, because guess what? The black man can cost you what you saying that, oh, he can't produce as much as Hanes and stuff like that. It's not about the cost, because if it was, black people wouldn't be out here going by Dior and all of this other different shit that's not connected to our culture. You feel what I'm saying?
Offending, but I got you. But go ahead.
So you know, so with the way you breaking it down, I'm not understanding, and it's not a.
This what he mean. This what he mean.
Totally different than what I'm saying. We didn't went like a whole different route.
This what he mean, Choke. Supply and demand is a motherfucker. So Walmart has that supply and demand chain. That is in bulk. That is in bulk. That is in bulk.
Supply and demand though. He talking about something else.
No, I'm talking about the cost.
I'm just trying to figure out how you saying it's doing business.
I'm talking about the cost.
Demand.
There's cost associated with supply and demand. There's cost. There's cost in supply and demand. If you buy in bulk, you're going to get it cheaper. Walmart can do that because they have the money. They have the, you know what I mean, to do that. Black people starting off, we don't have that capital to have that sitting in a warehouse and paying for their warehouse. Exactly. Walmart owns their warehouse.
Right.
They own their shit.
They want that ain't what he's talking about.
In bulk, and it's being bought. And it's being bought. Keywords, it's being bought.
So as they bring it in, it's going up.
The small business owner, they have the same product, is not being bought. It costs a little bit more to get it. It takes longer to ship to them. You got to account their shipping costs. You have to account all that shit. Now you got to account for the reshipping out to the consumer cost, putting it on the shelf cost, paying for the person that's going to put it on the shelf cost. It's a lot of costs that come with it. Walmart has that capital to say, fuck it. I'm hiring 200,000 people this week. I'm opening up this store. A black person might have, like, I can afford to have 5 people in there. 5.
I want to know what y'all talking about when he
I got to look for the distribution. And then you're not going to automatically, you're not going to get the same. Automatically, you're not going to get the same distribution that Walmart will get.
You got to listen, bro. I said conducting. So conducting is like, okay, you walk into a store, a black-owned store, right? Let's go from the beginning of the shit. How are you greeted when you go in the store?
Okay.
How are you treated? And it can be the same thing if you go into a Gucci store or whatnot too, right? But some people can smell when you get money, or they can smell when you ready to purchase, right? Or they know you gonna purchase. This nigga ain't finna buy shit. I'm gonna treat him like this. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't got nothing to do with the price or nothing like that. If I'm a buy it, I'm a buy it. So conducting business is like the culture of how you make the experience of a person coming into your establishment, how you making them feel whether they buying an item or not. They feeling welcome. They feeling. So this is why I feel like a lot of black people don't support each other because of the way that we conduct ourselves when we doing business, or when a person coming in to handle business or buy something from your establishment.
I mean, that's part of it. That is part of it.
That's a total different.
The high-end shops do that too. The
high-end shops do too.
High-end shops will not let black people in there. Will not open their doors and shit like that.
But check this out. Check this out, guys.
Hey, not today. Just like that. Not today. Clubs over here would do you like that. Not today.
Say, for instance, a person knew you had the bag, right?
You black.
And they're a black person, right? They're a black mother.
They got to know you got the bag. That's the problem.
But look though, you don't think that they're gonna something for me that might be $50 to $100 might be $250 to $500 for you.
Depending on Hollywood motherfuckers that can't get into shit and walk
depending
up
on status.
Get in there and they know they got the bag. You see you on TV, still won't give them access.
Yeah, some of them don't. Some of them don't, but majority.
A starting off black-owned business compared to a giant, you don't have the distribution.
You don't.
You ain't got nothing.
That hurt. That's the reason why your shit is high. Because you need to recoup for how that shit got in that building.
Yes, but what Cheddar's trying to say, like, in order for that to happen, you have to have an endorsement from somebody that's in that 1%.
Yeah.
Gucci got that endorsement. Louis Vuitton got that endorsement.
Yeah.
If you are an entrepreneur that I'm making these clothes right now, or whatever you're making, right? If you don't have an endorsement by somebody in that 1%, you cannot.
Then your whole shit flips instantly.
You cannot expect to compete. So you cannot expect other, black and brown people to support your business if you're charging $300 for a t-shirt that you is charging that somebody else is already endorsing. It's not going to happen. That's the reality of it.
That's the overprice and price gouging and stuff, like, and when you think about that, this is like Shaquille O'Neal. Let's use him for example. Shaquille shoe has always been feasible for the culture, no matter how long it's been. No matter how long it's been. Now Jordan's has always been what it's been. The price has been that shit since we've been toddlers up until now. That shit ain't never went down. It ain't never went in between. He ain't never did a year to where, like, you know what I mean? It's a total different. It's a total different way. That's a good example of conducting business in a way. That's, you know what I mean? Like conducting. When
he was on Reebok, his shit was up, but when he decided to do it on his own, he did it on purpose for kids to be able to afford his shit.
Yeah. How much was his shoe then when he was
going to Walmart?
Look at this though. Shaq selling in Walmart right now makes more money than Jordan selling what he sells.
Exactly. Because it's feasible. It's a reasonable price. But look though.
Yeah,
hey, got it. Do you know how much his shoe was though back then? Even when he was at his highest, I can't
remember when.
I guarantee it went. I guarantee it went like 150.
It wasn't a Jordan 2, but it was up there.
It was a higher price.
Probably like 80 something, 89.
Right. But it goes back to our entrepreneurs, right? Especially Black entrepreneurs. When you're creating a product, right? 9 times out of 10, you're not creating anything new. So you're creating something that somebody else has already been doing for years. Right. So why are you not making your price comparable to like Walmart and Target? Why are you trying to automatically jump out there at the Gucci price, knowing that the Black community is already struggling, with their finances and everything else? It doesn't pass the common sense test. But then you get mad at, oh, I'm not getting supported by that Black community. They can't afford you. Yeah. They can't afford you.
Oh, they not hating. They just
go down to Walmart. Make one product, make a couple of SKUs for Walmart. That as you build that customer base, then get you some more SKUs for that higher tier level.
Mm-hmm.
But when you've put in work for that brand now, this one thing I could say, like when you put in work for that brand, I don't feel you even gonna have to voice that or even have to have that opinion about nothing. You feel what I'm saying? Like if people that really know you, support you, and know what your journey and know what you've been on, they're gonna buy. Once you at that level of demand, like you said, once like you and Gotti saying, like once you able to put your shit in the store, if we was able to put what we got on our backs right now in Walmart, then yeah, you're gonna generate what you need to generate. Because
these people, you have to generate. People will have to buy your shit. You lose shelf space of people not buying your shit.
Right. So you got to start it like that, right? So I take Douce for an example, right? Mm-hmm. When Douce first hit the scene, right? That shit was like $32 a bottle for like the first couple of years.
Yeah, it was cheap.
Was cheaper than Hennessy.
It was cheap.
Then the shit
tastes better too.
Then the shit went from $37 to $40 a bottle, right? For about a couple of years, right? And build that customer base. Now it's 50 plus.
Yeah.
So as an entrepreneur, especially as a Black entrepreneur, you got to know how to play the game. You just can't jump in there and start with Gucci prices. Right. You can't start from the Gucci prices. You gotta build that customer.
But look, if it look right and it look good, like it's some fashions out right now that's in the Black urban community. I seen some shit that's like raw, like Forged jumpsuits that I wouldn't mind paying like you said, a reasonable price for. Yeah, and some people take that as, our people. Oh, that's hating because they ain't buying the shit. Like you said, now it ain't even about you lowering your value. If you feel that's what it is, keep it at that price. But you gonna sit on that shit and ain't nobody gonna buy that shit.
Right, right. I mean, it's one thing to know your value, right? But you cannot overvalue the community, right? So when you come into stuff, right, you have to be able to know what people are willing to pay. You have to build that base. You can't come out there automatically thinking you top tier. You know what I mean? You have to show the people. You have to be able to advertise to the people. You can't jump out there at the top. It was like, oh yeah, only the top 10% can get this. The top 10% is not what's going to make you money. Yes, that's going to make you good. You know what I mean? But as an entrepreneur, why
would you say, Lee?
I want to be good. I want to be great.
Yeah,
I want to be great.
Though that's shitty marketing. Like if you come out with prices like that, then your marketing is bad.
Right,
like, because you can't target the same kind of market.
Right, but that's
Gucci and Dior.
But that's
as a brand new.
But that's what's wrong with these entrepreneurs now today. They think they're coming out with a premium product. You are not 9 times out of 10. You're not coming out with something new. So you cannot come out from the gate talking about you got a premium product because it's already been done.
Well, I mean,
it's already been done.
Premium product. It's just the definition of premium.
Okay, so like this, right? So Lee Ryan, right? You come out there like Lee. You come out there with I know you into guns. You say you make this beautiful machine of a weapon. 50 cal, I like my 50s, but whatever. Yeah. But you come out this nice little 50 cal, right? How many come before you that came out 50 cals?
A bunch.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
So when you put this out and you're like, yeah, I'm selling this 50 cal for $2,000, the average person is gonna look like, oh, this 50 cal is made by Lee Ryan.
Right.
Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? Compared to Smith Wesson, compared to Smith and Wesson, who has a similar 50 cal that's been in business for centuries.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Good.
So you got to build a base, right?
You open the door, right? So I'm gonna come through that.
So why would you start there when you know, especially in the Black American community where we're already struggling with finances, where we can't afford to pay that high price. We can't afford to pay that top shelf shit, right? So as entrepreneurs, why are we automatically starting at top shelf when we know majority of the community can't afford top shelf?
Hey Jay,
because we
I
want to make
your production price allowed.
That right there, Joe, that is exactly what I would say is conducting bad business.
Yeah, check this out.
Why would you come in to any industry, no matter what it be it closed,
right? And you shooting it high like that.
That's what we're doing though.
With exactly, but that's a shitty way.
This is why this is what we can't do though, Jay. Check this out though. Check this out now. I ain't gonna say we can't afford it, bro, and we struggling and all this shit because we see too many people in designer clothes.
You fucking right.
You know what I'm saying? So what you want, you gonna make sure it happens. Niggas will have a whole closet full of J's, closet full of J's, but won't buy your hoodie for $35. You feel what I'm saying? So we can't put it in that perspective to where like a motherfucker like, oh, they can't afford it. Oh, you get what you want. You can hustle to get what you want.
Everybody shit ain't overpriced either.
Yeah, everybody's stuff ain't overpriced. You know what I'm saying? But
shit is not overpriced.
But you got some people. I go back to this. If the quality is there, I don't care what the price is. If it look good, if it feel good on me, if it's something that I consider premium, I consider that it's fly, because I'm gonna make the clothes look how they look anyway. So I'm gonna buy it. But if it's some shit that like I know I ain't fit around, or come on, like I'm just not gonna do it.
Now I feel you, bro. But it goes back to what you said though, right? It's about the quality, right? Mm-hmm. So I will buy a t-shirt from a black-owned company for $100, just like Gucci will sell one for $100, right?
Yeah.
If the quality is there.
Yeah.
So if it matches the quality, by all means, why would not support the black-owned business if it's the same quality? The issue that we're having here is people are promoting that, oh yeah, this is top tier shit, but it's not the same quality. I watched it one time, it's faded. Letters peeling off and all that. So it goes back to the entrepreneur, like you're bamboozling your consumers. You want us to support you, but you're shortchanging us, which makes it bad on the next person, the next entrepreneur, and the one after that, and the one after that. You know what I mean?
Right. So what you feel we should do? Just bring it to a reasonable price. Like some people feel like that they shit is at that next level. Hey, it's this, and I ain't coming down off of it. You feel what I'm saying?
It goes back to you got to play the game. You got to play the
game. Hey, look, you fall on that fucking sword eventually, goddamn
it. Yeah.
You fall on that more. Hey, that shit can be as quality as you want it to be in your motherfucking mind.
Come down to a reasonable price, and as you build your customer base, then you can raise the price because you have your customer base, or come up with a more premium product or more SKUs that are premium or exclusive, at a higher price. But that way you don't compromise the customer base that you already built.
Right.
Because you're already going to have that.
Or incentives or accessories. Like if you spending a certain amount of money, okay, say for instance, okay, you charging this amount of money and you at that level to where you can give back, or you can say, okay, if you buy this jacket for $350, you know what I'm saying, this leather bomber jacket with your logo, with my logo in it for $350, then I'm gonna give you this cross bag with it, or I'm gonna give you, you know what I mean? Yeah, right. Once you get to that level. But like you said, we at the bottom to where we gotta work up, like just for as a culture. And I feel like going forward, we're doing what we're doing tonight, the town business spotlight things like that, people that we know handling their business and that's been grinding that we done seen. I feel like that motivation, just them hearing it, just them seeing somebody that really acknowledge them from a genuine standpoint, that'll change a lot of the shit that's going on. It's a lot of people that just don't deserve it because some people it ain't genuine what you're doing. And
Can I get some free game right quick though?
Yes, sir.
About it. All right. So we've been talking about all this, price that, whoopty. All right. So check this shit out, right? You create a product, right? You know what gets you the money you want? Targeting the right motherfucker.
Yep.
Like that, that's the
number one.
That's the kill off to all this bullshit, bro. Like real shit. Like it don't matter what you make, right? If I don't want nothing but a certain type of person to buy this shit, that's who I'm marketing my shit to. That's who I'm marketing my shit to. And you know what I gotta do once I start marketing my shit to them, to that group of people? I gotta figure out what works and I gotta figure out what don't.
Yep.
Right. So,
trial and error.
So to be a black business owner and get mad at people not supporting your shit, knowing that you're not putting forth the effort you need to put forth, that's bullshit. Because just like I'm not gonna go and buy no skinny jeans and no ugly ass motherfucking t-shirt like these little niggas be wearing, where your goddamn the back of your shirt is halfway down past your thighs and shit. Bro, I'm not copping that, bro. I'm not buying that. But that don't mean that 50 million young niggas that's 10, 15 years younger than me won't. Don't target me for that shit. Because I'm gonna tell you where the fuck you can go for that shit. Them niggas gonna fuck with you though. You gotta learn your craft, man. If business is what you want, then learn how to do fucking business. Don't sit there and say what people ain't supporting and what people is supporting, because everything ain't for everybody. That ain't fucking hate, man. That's the real fucking world.
Right.
That shit over there, nigga face.
I know, I take it off. That's why you ain't have it up there, huh? Yeah. That's real talk though, bro. And people gotta understand that too. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gonna attach to what you feel like that they should, you know. And you gotta treat this game with a cold shoulder. Really, you can't have no emotions for this shit.
Amen.
When you in business, when you handling shit, like you just gotta, like we said, you gotta deal with love who love you, mess with who mess with you. But you don't gotta hate nobody though.
Exactly.
Oh, you feel what I'm saying? So that's the whole point of this conversation. It's been a long one. You know what I'm saying? We got company in this joint tonight. Our boy Jay Scott. He tap in all the time. You know what I'm saying? You get won't he do it? Got in the building tonight. You know what I'm saying? He came in that motherfucking and had a performance. I think he had a Grammy performance tonight. So he's been extravagant tonight. You know what I'm saying? We done had fun. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the content. We'll pick back up on this shit, man. But you know, so then we gotta stay prayed up and pulled up as always, man. So we're gonna go out like that, man.
The cup up.
We're gonna go out with the prayed up, papered up, and pulled up. I ain't even finished no cup tonight. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Hey man, we appreciate the love. Hey, hold on. We gotta push this too. We trying to make it. We want to make it to 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. You know what I'm saying? We setting a tone. We setting the goal to make it to 1,000 subscribers.
There it is.
What that does is What that does is help us be able to do stuff like give back. You know what I'm saying? Send out different gifts and stuff like that, merch and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So y'all help us get it up by sharing, liking, hitting the notification bell and things like that. As always, man, as a hog or a hog, you gotta stay prayed up.
Stay papered up.
Stay pulled up, man.
Hate motherfucking first and love never, goddamn it. It's crazy. We'll
Shut
the things I've been